This is the homepage of audioexpert.com, and I'm going to go through the basic steps of setting up an MP3 recording. When you go to the homepage, the first thing you have to do if you haven't used it before is to register for use of the software, and the register button is just up here. This doesn't take too long and they'll send you back an email. When you've registered, then the next thing you can do is to log in each time using your email address. If I go in here, and your password. And that lets you log in. When you log in, the first thing you'll see is a selection of all your files that have been saved. It's got its own library. It lets you save up to 150 megabytes of sounds, as WAV files, that is. It saves things natively in WAV files, uncompressed format, and then it lets you convert those to MP3. So let's run through that process. The first thing to do is to then set up the next thing to do is to set up, having logged on, the sound recorder. And the first thing you'll see on the sound recorder is something to allow the flash player to work, which you will need to have set up on your PC or Mac. So click allow, and that takes you into the sound recorder. When you go to the sound recorder, the next thing to do is to then start recording the sound. When you record the sound, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 and testing, then you can stop it and you can play back the sound you've just recorded. If you're happy with the sound, you can then stop it and give it a name. So I'll just call this one test sound. Test sound. And save it. Doesn't take too long. And it then saves it. To then convert it, the final step, go to the file manager, and this lists all your sounds that have been saved previously. As I said before, you've got 150 megabytes of free space. Then choose the last sound. This is a test sound, and what I'm going to do now is smooth the window up a little to see it. I'm going to then change to convert the sounds. If I convert the sounds like this, I can then choose my conversion option. And here I'm going to choose to convert to MP3. As you can see, you've also got a number of conversion options available. If I click conversion options, there's a whole list of things come up. It's not that great a list, but it will start saving it in MP3. I can change from stereo to mono, because it's not going to make much of a difference. I'm only one recording. And the quality, the sample rate is very high. This is 44/100. And it doesn't need to be this. Usually for voice you can get away with half that. 22 is normally adequate. It's got a reasonably high bit rate as well. And often that can come down. That may affect the sound size as well. When you're happy with that, to press the last thing to do is just to convert. And there's our test sound MP3. If you right click on the test sound, then you can save the link, and you can see, save it down to your desktop here. And I'll save it to desktop, test sound MP3, and save. And that's it. If I went back to File Manager anytime, I'd also see my original WAV file that I started with saved there, and I could reconvert it or resave it or download that as well. And there's other formats that you can see.